Okay, we're going to open the app called Snapseed. It's underneath my photography. Open that up. It's up here. I'm going to open that up. And this is actually the picture that I'm going to edit and save. But how I found that was by opening. And then if I open from device, it brings up all the pictures that are on my device, whether it be my iPhone or iPad. And I scroll through my pictures and I find the one, which will be this one that we're going to work on. And here it is about right here. And that's the picture we're going to edit. Now the first thing I do is, in most cases, first thing I do is go up to here to where the little rainbow is, and these are the different looks or different edits that are already factored in. And usually what I do is I go through and just see how each one of these affects the picture. And it's purely a choice that you have to make on your own. That looks pretty nice. Let's try the pop and see what pop does. Keep going, accentuate. That's a little bit too saturated for me. Faded glory is kind of interesting. That's desaturated usually. Morning glory gives it a weird kind of thing. Bright is kind of fun, and then you have your black and whites down there. So I'm going to go back to the accentuate or the pop. I think I like the pop the best. Let me try smooth again. Smooth's too much. Okay, pop is the one I'm going to choose. And I'm going to hit the check mark, and that's the one I'm going to work on. Now, the first thing I need to do probably is to get rid of that hand with the phone in it. And this is what's really cool about this Snapseed, is that all kind of things that you can do. So I'm going to hit the little crayon or pencil icon. I'm going to go to the one that says healing, and we'll click healing. And then I'm going to just put my finger over this, and that magically disappears. So we got rid of that, and that's, so I'm going to check the check mark down to the bottom right. So now I've gotten rid of that distraction. Now I feel like it is a little bit too green, a little bit too saturated, so I'm going to hit the pencil icon again, tune image, and this way you can tune it individually. If you tap on the picture and go up or down a little bit, you'll see brightness. So let's see what happens if I choose brightness, and I'm going to scroll to the right or scroll to the left, and I'm going to bring it a little bit brighter, and then I'm going to contrast it a little bit. Saturation, I don't want it more saturated. I might even a little bit less saturated. See if it'll do it. Ambiance. It's just a matter of playing around with what looks good to you. Shadows. And I'm not going to give it any more warmth, I don't think. So I like that. And we'll keep that one. The next thing I'm going to do is go back in that pencil, go down to where it says vignette, the bottom left. I like adding vignettes to photos. This dot here you put in the center of your photo, because that's where you want to accentuate the light. And if I go phase that way or I can make an outer brightness. I don't like that, so I'm going to go back this way and give it a little bit of accentuating her face. I want to accept that. Now I want to add some text. I'm going to hit the crayon again, or the pencil. Text is the next to the last one. And we're going to tap there. And we're going to change the text to playing in the garden. Okay. And we need to move that probably. So let's just move it. You have to keep tapping on it just to kind of play around with it. There we go. Now it's starting to move. There we go. Move it up there. Now if you want to change that style, you can do that by playing with all these little things, different kind of fonts. I think, where was that one I like? Playing in the garden. I kind of like that. So we'll accept that one. And I might want to change the, go back to the text again. I'm going to change the color. Let's see, we might have lighter color, or it could be dark. Oops, I put another text box in, sorry. So we'll have to X out of that. Go back to that text. Looks like I can't change it. Let's just leave it that way for right now. Okay, so what about a frame? If we want a frame on it, so if we go back to that, we go down to text, not text, I'm sorry, X out of that, go to frames, and you see all kinds of different frames that you can use that might be, I kind of like that one. Let's try that one. No, I don't like that one. I'm going to go back to this one. I kind of like that one. So I want to use that one. And there we go. So I think I like that. If you push and hold, you can see the original. And then that's the finished one. So you can see what it came from. A picture that you didn't think you could possibly use to one that looks just like that. Now in order to save it, you hit the square box with the arrow on the right hand side and you do export, and it saves it all, and it saves a copy. So now we have our picture.